Hello and welcome to another stream from your man Roger D, and we've got some news today. But before that, I need to obviously go over here because I forgot to obviously set this up in case that people want to speak. Then I could see it on this monitor as well. So let me just say hello to everyone. Hello everyone. How's it going? Right, so if you're new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe and obviously stick your notification bell on, because when you stick your notification bell on, that means that you'll be notified when I go live. Because my channel started in 2012, it means that it's harder because YouTube didn't carry over the settings for the notification bell for everyone else. So when they changed it over a year ago or something like that, 6 months ago, then all the people that come on now and the newer channels can blow up really quickly because of the notification bell is already automated and they got rid of loads of stuff. But anyway, let's talk. Hey, how you doing, 3D printer? Archie, yo man, how you doing? Great, thanks. How are you? I'm okay. I'm hyped. I've got some pictures for you today of some graphics cards coming up from GameWar, which is or GameWood or GameWand, I can't remember. And they are RTX 3070 and 3080 or 3080. No, I can't remember. And also, we've got some pictures of what MSI is doing as well. So what's the name? What did this title come under? I've got to make sure I'm talking about the right thing today. Yes, that's all right. Okay, so the manufacturers respond. Where's my written stuff? Hold up. Get my written stuff ready. Where is it? Right. So this is about MSI. So there was no announcement of statements from MSI regarding the GeForce RTX 3080 and 3090 stability concerns. So basically we talked about this for a while, and I did mention and say that it's better to go and get that graphics card because that graphics card was more of a solid overclocker and it had better caps on the back, meaning it was more stable and stable for your money, what you paid for. So I'll just carry on reading this anyway, because this is what I read down earlier. Some people have said that the company, its employees, did not mention this during MSI Insider podcast, that they think that it might be a driver issue. So MSI were talking about it. Obviously, they had the little podcasters. They have like little gaming podcasters as well. So I can't remember which one it was, but they said it might be a driver issue. So when a manufacturer does not want to actually pay for anything or want to do things slide, they say a driver issue, because a driver issue is the cheapest way and the quickest way of doing things if it works, though. As it turns out, the MSI did change the design and have found out about this that it's been done very quietly. So very, very quietly, MSI have changed the actual caps on the back of the graphics card. I'm going to show you that in a minute, but it could be Photoshop. But it doesn't matter, because technically if you get it and you undo it and it's got all of the 6 caps on there, or 2 caps that are reference from NVIDIA, then you will know it's been definitely changed. So I need to get one of them graphics cards in to find out, but I need to wait a little bit longer so I can see if it's definitely been changed. But apparently it's been changed. It's also worth noting that the RTX 3080 Gaming X Trio was also present in the first reports on the issue. So when all the computers were, desktop was crashing. Apparently RTX 3090, when people get a few more of them, you're going to start to see things about crashing about that. Technically, don't know, because most people are trying to get the RTX 3090 by the reference card from NVIDIA, which is, there weren't that many, to be honest with you. I don't really know how many they sold when it was launched. But the problem is that we need to get more people from different parts of the country, because it could be that the temperature, it's so difficult. Some people run a bench test. And an open test bench, and they've got the graphics card out where it can flow nicely. Now, if you've got it inside the case and the case is not producing enough cool air, then technically it could, that could be a problem as well. So there's a number of problems that need to be sorted out. But in other news as well is that manufacturers think that they might be able to get away with it and trying to pull the wool over consumers' eyes and saying that this is okay to obviously downclock your graphics card a little bit and technically if you paid for it, then you should have what it is that says on the tin. But if you send it off, then you're more likely going to have to wait ages to get it back. But anyway, so this is also present. The first reports on the issue, but the capacitor's configuration was considered better, which I did say the Trio X. Not everyone's going to agree about that MSI graphics card because they don't really like it. Not everyone does, but I do. And I've used their graphics cards before, all the way through the line, even through computers that are pre-built. And they come with that graphics card, which is a standalone graphics card like you would buy for your motherboard if you're setting up to obviously do a build. You get that in a pre-built computer system and it runs so good. It really does. Even though MSI are being funny lately and all that sort of stuff, but it's nice that they're trying to do things a little bit quieter, but they're still trying to change it, not trying to just change it for a driver update. But I guess there'll be driver updates been pushing through. I know there's been some NVIDIA graphics updates as well coming through the system at the moment. NVIDIA hasn't even talked about it. Some people think that NVIDIA should take some of the blame for it, but technically, in my eyes, if NVIDIA have brought these graphics cards out and they had the problem as well, I'll understand. But if they've already got a reference design and no one else is obviously following the orders that this is the minimum spec, you can put more better capacitors or caps or MLCs on top, or you can make the graphics card overclock a little bit more, but you've got to have a better shroud to cool it and stuff like that. That's up to the third party. The third party literally just did not follow the organization of how it's meant to be, like the baseline of how those caps are meant to be on the back of the graphics card. But it's still all speculation because there needs to be far more people all being collective, and when they're all collective, you need other reviewers, you need other people that have got these graphics cards by different manufacturers. And no, Zotac is actually not the best, but Gigabyte, EVGA, MSI, ASRock, GameWard, there's loads of them that need to be like all people from different parts of the planet. So if it's like the colder side, the hotter side, the mediocre side, how long are they roughly doing it? We need to find out results and equations that way. Yeah, you can see it. I'm going to get it out in 1 second. Hold up just 1 second. I'm just going to finish this off. So, but basically, the MSI Trio graphics card, the one that's going around that came out, especially with the reviewers, it shouldn't have a problem. But remember, some graphics cards that obviously other reviewers had, it seems to be cherry picked. And if they're cherry picked, that means that there should be no problems at all because it makes the company look bad. So, do you know, like when you see reviewers, but they get a new motherboard, CPU, and graphics card, and they run it on a test bed, and literally just you can get all these results. This is why sometimes I get annoyed because I don't really like getting everything for free unless it's the same as what the consumer's getting. Because even Linus was talking about this, even though his video is a little bit iffy about the 8K TV thing, and he obviously got paid for it and all that sort of stuff. But if you look at it like this, he was talking and calling out Intel when Intel was used to give us black boxes with CPUs in it, and it didn't even have a retail box. And then AMD come back and they started to like really grasp the fact that reviewers should have the same as what consumers have. It should be retail box ready. So they got these boxes and they look nice. That's why you notice that you see Intel looks like a diamond shape for the 9900K. There are other boxes are a little bit cheaper, but the flagship always looks a little bit better. I don't know if they're going to still market it the same when they bring out their new CPUs, but then again, they're going to probably get smashed again because AMD have got some really monstrous CPUs coming out, and it's going to be ridiculous how powerful these CPUs is going to be. I ain't going to actually talk about that at the moment. I'll talk about it in another stream. But let me carry on with this. The manufacturer has also changed the design and the photos of the manufacturer's website as well. So MSI's website. The website has been replaced. So this is pure Photoshop, and manufacturer has only changed the area where the capacitors are placed. But apparently they reckon it's a driver issue, and they've slightly changed it when they're going to be bringing out new graphics cards. So if you're going to be the new owner of the MSI Trio graphics card, check that out and have a look at that. So I'm going to change views now so I can show you these pictures real quick of what you need to look out for. So I need to start off with that one. Let me go to, is it this one on the screen? Right, here we go. So if I make this bigger, as you can see, the caps, oh, I can't see it there. Right, so this side here, the right side is the best. That's the best side. This side is what the graphics card come around already. Now with the cheap caps, they're all black normally, and they seem to like meant to control like voltage and stuff, where you pumping voltage or it's been clocked so much. Basically, you can get noise and that, and these are what these are for, to control the kind of voltage, and also control no problems of blue screening, black screening, artifacts, all that sort of stuff, problems with your computer, driver issues, all that sort of stuff. So the right hand side is the better side. This is the NVIDIA respectable side, because obviously this is what the base is, to have two of these proper high quality caps in there. I think they're post caps, and then obviously you got the rubbish caps on the side here, but it's okay because it should still be it should still have enough voltage, and it should be still working, and it can still make money. Right, when it comes to this one's not too bad. It still says it's okay, but say if it was like me or a true overclocker, they might overclock this and it might not work properly. So this is NVIDIA's side here, and this is what you should be looking out for. But then it depends. If the graphics card's opened out and you can already see this is okay. If it's got a backplate on it, it's a little bit different. And I think some other graphics cards are a little bit different. Right, so let me get another picture up. So this is what this graphics card looks like at the moment. So if I can make this a little bit bigger, that's what you should be looking at for the RTX 3080 Trio X card by MSI. This is what you should have. So it's got one of the good caps on there and 5 of the rubbish ones there. And then this is what it should look like if you're going to be new to the game. So it should look like this. So you should have 2 like caps and stuff, and that's pretty cool. And other news, you want to see some horrible graphics cards? I'm going to show you. This is from GameWard. This is going to be, where is it? Oh, where's my graphics cards? I don't know what I've done with it. Did I put it in here? No, I didn't put it in there. Where the hell did I put it? Oh, there we go. Right, so have a look at these. This will make you laugh. So these are the new graphics cards that are going to be coming out. So check it out. These are the funky colours. I don't know if I can get it any bigger. I could get it a little bit bigger. Oh my god. Right, those are the new graphics cards that will be coming out from GameWard. This is official as well. If you look at it, it looks a bit like not MSI. It looks like Iron Man and a couple of Marvel things going on there. I don't know. It just looks nuts. But to be honest, if you've got a pink build, this would be nice to be put in. But when they put it all like this, it looks kind of horrible and very tacky. I'm going to get another few pictures up quickly. Hold up. Look at that. It's nuts, isn't it? It's all nuts. So this is what they look like. Right, anyway, what do you think, guys, about like what the graphics cards look like? Does it look a bit crazy? Let me ask you a few questions. Right, can we see it? How much was it? Where did you buy it? What are you talking about? What are your current PC specs? Just normal. It should be coming up on the actual screen. I need to look on this side. So what do you guys think though? Like what's coming out and stuff? Do you think it's all a little bit nuts, do you? Do you think it's all a little bit crazy? Specs. Should I get the 3060 Ti or the 3070? I don't know. You can leave it to yourself, Archie. You can get whatever you want. I've left you a price list of what you should be getting. I said if you had to get a graphics card right now, because technically I wouldn't be buying RTX graphics cards until everything is sorted out. All I know is most of these manufacturers are trying to not pay for the actual build. They're trying to do it with driver updates. Now NVIDIA's pushed out some updates for their games now, so if you've got an RTX 3080 or 3090, go and try and update your graphics cards right now. See if you can play Warzone, see if you can play Red Redemption 2, those sort of powerful games, even like Tomb Raider, and do a bench test and see if it still crashes. If it still crashes, then it's still a problem. But it's only half the problem, because obviously it could be whatever your power supply is, and this is what I keep saying about power supply. Apparently NVIDIA recommends 750 watts power supply, but that's the minimum. I would literally go higher than that, because you need a base for it. And some people, and also some CPUs and graphics cards boost up, so they need that extra voltage. They have a spike and then they go down. If they have a spike, sometimes it can cause a problem. You can never know what's wrong with a computer these days. It could be anything, but this is why I will say, right, whoa, spilt my water. 850 watts is what I would go for RTX 3080, and I'll go for 850 to 1000 for RTX 3090. But technically, it's up to you what you want to go for. I'm just giving you what I would go for. I've been building computers since 1995, and I literally know so much about computer components, and if they go wrong, I know how to fix it, and I don't need instructions when there's a new CPU core that comes out, or NVMe, or anything like that, or software. I'll just know how to work it out, because that's what happens when you've been playing around with all this stuff for so many years. You know, like if something breaks, like a transistor or resistor or something, like a phase or whatever, I know how to solder it back and kind of connect it, but I also know the right solder that you need. Other consumers or other people will just think, oh, you just need a soldering iron and some solder. It doesn't work like that. You need to be able to obtain the chips if you can't fit it back onto the board. I know how to connect CPUs back in the day when it was Athlon, AMD, and connect it up to overclock it, give it more voltage. I know so much about PCs, it'll be mind-blowing. But sometimes when you're doing reviews all the time, it's kind of like you forget stuff, what's going on. But anyway, what do you think of the new graphics cards that literally are going to be coming out for the RTX 3080 Game Ward? What do you think about that? It's all crazy. MXDOUT, hi Chad, what's the best graphics card maker, AMD or NVIDIA or gaming? And I see some people have a GPU from AMD. Does AMD still the best? Right, it depends on your budget, however you look at things. Now the graphics cards, the best graphics card makers is EVGA, MSI and Gigabyte. Because Asus can do they do cheaper graphics cards all the way to really expensive overclocked editions. Strix cards is with the RGB, and it's a gaming ROG card and all that sort of stuff, or Strix card. Well, basically it's like a ROG card, and that's their cream of the crop cards. Gigabyte have got now an Eagle card, which is meant to be coming out, and I only just found out about that the other couple of weeks ago. But they're called Aorus. And Gigabyte is Gigabyte. So Gigabyte is normal now, and Aorus is like the flagship. And then you've got not Asus. What we got on now? MSI. So MSI Trio X is their flagship, and the Vincia or whatever it's called, MSI graphics card, that is their cheaper graphics cards. Then you've got all the ones in between, and EVGA, I've got a whole range of graphics cards. It could be a black edition, it could be a super clocked edition. Those are like their flagship. If they go for the higher price, those will normally overclock better. And also they've got the Kingpin graphics cards, which are super expensive, but they will super overclock as well for the normal consumer or the real enthusiast overclock. A clocker, but they've got loads of different graphics cards and stuff like that. And when you're talking about MSI and Intel and AMD, Intel, NVIDIA and AMD, which is the best manufacturers at the moment? We've got to wait until October, but I think AMD is going to take over NVIDIA in certain aspects, especially in price, performance, and CPUs. They're just going to beat everyone. Intel's going to come back probably soon, hopefully, so there's more competition, because if there's no competition, you pay the price. That's what happens. Right, I think I'm going to wait until everything calms down. Okay, I have the 3700X Ryzen, which is low watt CPU. Should I have to upgrade my Corsair 750 watts? No. Why would you need to do... Oh, I have the RTX 3080 coming. And what CPU you got? 750. If it's quite... No, it should be alright. What's power supply is it? Is it the cheaper power supply Corsair? Or is it the really good one? Is it modern? Is it quite up to date? They do have dates on how old these power supplies are. I have the RTX 30... Alfred 2012. I have the RTX 3080 Trinity from Zotac. I've been playing on it for several hours, and I've had no stability issues, and I guess for someone who ain't got any overclock, I'm pretty safe. At the moment you are, but you should check your graphics card. When did you get your graphics card? Were you the first to get your graphics card? Good to hear. I have mine arriving soon. Alpha, by the way, great channel. Just found it. As I'm looking for the whole RTX 3080 to backle. Nice one. Thank you, Alf. Alfred 2012. Icy Vegeta. Like that name. Dragon Ball. I've got plenty of stuff from Dragon Ball. You know what? I got so much stuff. I got Dragon Balls and stuff like that, but I got a little Dragon Ball Pop-Tart. Not Pop-Tart. Funko Pop, which it's original. I don't even think it's from China or something like that. But anyway, it's from Dragon Ball place, whatever, website. It's official, that's what I mean. But when I build another PC, I was going to put that in there. But anyway, saying thanks for the content, no problem. Just needed you to be aware, all up to date, see what's actually going on, because it's really annoying. The fact is that these companies will try and do this. I've been trying to make these consumer videos for a while because majority of people get paid for everything. I've stopped taking certain things from companies because I like to be able to say what I want, and it's a lot more easier. Do you know how hard it is to be able to get free components, free everything, and you still have to work harder for it for the same price? It just doesn't make no sense. You can see by the typical videos of the 8K of RTX 3090, and I ain't even heard about the SLI. Where's the SLI? The NV link should be connected together to give you more performance. I ain't heard nothing about it, so I don't really know. Alfred 2012, I bought it from eBuyer. Oh, you see, you're from the UK. At midnight. They accidentally released them early, so I pulled the trigger, and I was planning to put it under the water eventually anyway. Oh, so you're going to go and put your graphics card underwater? Okay. I wouldn't do that, but just get it water cooled on a water block. That'd be good. Don't put it underwater. It's not great. Oh, damn. This is so crazy. It's so crazy. Right, I've been talking for far long enough, so subscribe, share, like, follow me on all social media platforms. I'm on Twitter, I'm on Facebook, I'm on Discord. Oh yeah, Discord will be in links in the description down below. I normally keep that up to date when I find definitely interesting news, because the news needs to be out there that manufacturers can't get away with this. You pay for what you pay for. If you go down the other route and you want to sue them, and you got a lot of people writing, what you call it, I can't remember. You write not a poll. It's like a list of everything, and then you got enough people there you can take it to court, and people can get the manufacturers can get done over for it, because technically, if it's false advertising, that would really annoy me. I bought a graphics card. I want to beat someone online and get the highest benchmark, but I can't because I've got to downclock my graphics card. Not good. Even though it's only a little bit, some people will be all, oh, it's okay, I just wanted it. But what's the point? What's the point? It's like me going into the sweet shop and they said they're going to give me 100 sweets. This is just really low, but they're going to give me 100 sweets and I only got 95. Now, technically, it's a lot to count. Some people out there will do that. Or it could be like a mobile phone. There you go. How about a mobile phone? Everybody's got a mobile phone. Even if you've just been born, you got a mobile phone. So you got a mobile phone and you bought it from Apple, because this could be for the Apple heads, and it says it's got a 50 megapixel camera. And then when you bought it, they said, oh, sorry, it won't work at 50 megapixels. You have to go down to 40 megapixels. You're going to be pretty annoyed, didn't you? Especially if you're a photographer. But anyway, I'm just going to ask these few questions and I'm going to be going. Super cool, thumbs up, got mine from Zotac official store, was lucky to beat the bots, good on you. Didn't even think about that, going through Zodac's website. But technically, we know that they are at the bottom, but if you had no problems, then this is what I'm also trying to say. We can all point finger at certain manufacturers, but it might not be actually them, it could be something else. But at the end of the day, that's the speculation. It's about the post caps or the MLCC caps. It needs quality caps. It needs quality control for the manufacturers. And it needs to have good drivers before it comes out. This is why I'm hoping AMD come out with wicked drivers. Because if they come out with excellent, powerful drivers that are better than what they've ever done before, especially for the AMD new release of the new CPUs, which will be a 5900 X, I think it will be, which is going to be an absolute beast. It's going to be so powerful. And do you know what? You're going to have no bottlenecks. It's going to be faster than, obviously, Intel. But then you got, obviously, NVIDIA. They bought ARM. I should have made a stream about this weeks ago, but they bought ARM. I had a feeling that they're going to start to make some CPUs. ARM's in nearly enough everything. And if it goes through, it's going to be scary having a graphics card company with a CPU company, and if they're on top, you know what NVIDIA is going to be like. They're not going to be knocking down the price for no one. It's going to be top price, just like Intel. They're really hardcore. Right, I'm actually planning to get the NVIDIA Founders Edition from the NVIDIA store, but I guess I dodged that bullet since the bots bought them all. Cannot believe most of the sites never took care of the bots before. You would think this is all about computers and software that we'd be able to handle this situation. I got locked out of the site. I tried there first. Oh, I see Vegeta. You should have turned into a Super Saiyan God. You might have got through, mate. I see Vegeta one more time. He bought it 3 days ago. It was up for a minute. Shipping has arrived in the first. And I've shipped it out already. Nice. Good on you, man. Right, I'm off now. Subscribe, like, share. Follow me on all social media platforms. Hit the Discord link down below. Do you want me to bring out some t-shirts? Would you buy some t-shirts if I pull out some t-shirts and design it? Because I'm a designer as well. Been designing for absolutely years. Would you buy the t-shirts if I put them out there, or would you not be interested in any t-shirts? Let me know in the comments down below. Let me in the comments down below as well to let me know if you've got any problems with your graphics cards. If you do, then we can find out some more information and hopefully get it out to the right people and make sure everything gets resolved, especially the driver issues. If I can find out some up-to-date drivers, that'd be good. Right, I'm off. Roger and out. Peace out.